Hello, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
Hi,
ma'am.
good evening.
Oh, how are you? How are you all?
All well, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm better.
Feeling the
Good.
effects of Saturn retrograde.
Yeah.
Our emotions have to be expressed in astrological terms.
Yes, that's a
And
good.
yes,
Only astro speak from now on.
yes. I'm feeling K2-fied. Not terrified, K2-fied.
And how
Which
are
is
these?
scary.
What's scary about Ketu, you're asking?
Terrified is scary. Scared is scary. Which is scary? I'm asking.
Ketu-fied is much more scarier than terrified, for sure. Ketu-fied is worse than night on street, trust me. It's a different experience altogether.
Manjari ma'am.
I'm scared to recharge.
Navedji,
Manjari ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm
Haan,
going to
Nikhil ji.
welcome you to the jungle in Jan.
Manjari ma'am, where can I find a transit chart?
In Astro Sage itself, you can find, if you keep scrolling right, you will get a transit chart.
Okay.
1 minute, I'll tell you exactly.
Astro Sage.
In Astro Sage,
I go to the Kundli, right?
Huh?
I go to the Kundli. I open the Kundli.
Yeah, you open the Kundali, and when you open the Kundali, the first page that opens,
Real.
उसमें ही नीचे आपके टैब्स है, देखिए प्लैनेट दशा प्रेडिक्शंस, उसमें
हाँ
ट्रांजिट करके एक टैब रहेगा. इफ यू क्लिक ऑन दैट,
हाँ transit, got it. हाँ.
तो उसमें करंट प्लैनेटरी पोजीशंस दिखेंगे आपको.
Okay. Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. ग्रेट. शुरू करेंगे क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, कूल. सो लास्ट क्लास हमने देखा मार्स इन वेरियस भावास. Today we are going to see Mercury in various bhavas. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We will revise.
I'm sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Could you please send the moon presentation in different bhavas whenever you have time? I need to just update my system with that. Whenever after you're done.
Okay. 1 minute. I'll do it right away.
Nikhil ji, I was thinking.
It's already there in the group, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, it is in the group. Yeah, it is.
Can someone please forward it to me if it's there, please?
I will.
If you'll have it handy.
I will do it. Yeah,
Thank
I will
you so
do it.
much. Thank you.
Nikhil ji, I was thinking we should take a printout of all these and put it in a booklet.
No, I've got everything on Excel. I'll update this and send it to you tomorrow, or by maybe tonight itself. Or give me till the morning.
Okay.
I'll send you everything. It's all there, so you can just refer
but
to it.
No, I'd like a printout also, so that there's an easy, like a ready reckoner.
Already right now. Yeah, I'll send it. I'll
Mm.
send this to you. It's got a lot of dope in it. I think it should
Mm.
take care of practically everything.
Cool. Then I'll get a printout.
I'll post it.
and-
I'll post it on the chat.
Oh, great. Thank you.
I've sent the moon to you, Mr. Nikhil.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. You all can see my screen, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I have also put it in the group, various, Mercury in various bhavas. Okay.
Yes.
You can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Mercury, other Sanskrit names are Buddha, and it represents intellect, speech.
It's paused on the first screen. The slide is now moving to the next one.
Okay, 1 minute. I'll stop and reshare it. 1 moment.
You have Mars, Nikhilji? I'm seeing Mars also.
Mars, I have Mars with me. I've updated Mars. I didn't have Moon for some reason. I'll update it tonight and post it on the group.
Okay. So Mercury represents intellect, speech, trade, commerce, analysis. All these come under the domain prerogatives of Mercury. Okay. So, oh God. Okay. So the first house, Mercury in the first house is the Digbala. Now, what is Digbala? We have learned about
Power.
Shadbalas. Shadbalas are the 6 components of that determine the strength of a planet. And out of that, one of the strength is Digbala. Digbala is a positional strength, directional strength. That is, Mercury in the first house has got maximum directional strength. Similarly, Moon and Venus in the 4th house have directional strength. Saturn in the 7th house has directional strength. Jupiter and Mercury in the first house has directional strength. Then Saturn in the 7th house and Mars and Sun in the 10th house have directional strength, maximum directional strength. So this is Mercury in the first house will give it maximum directional strength. Okay. Now, what does the first house represent? The first house represents the core of what an individual is: persona, self, image, and innate personality. 1 minute. We'll also check
The
Okay.
Bhavas.
Bhavas.
Tanusthan.
First house is a Tanusthan.
Tanusthan.
So it is also
Yeah.
called as the ascendant or lagna. It signifies persona, self-life, longevity, health, nature, and appearance of native, complexion, vitality, sorrows, gains, and it also governs the head and face when it comes to medical astrology. Okay. So, sorry. Now, Mercury in the first house gains maximum directional strength, like I said. So what it does, it nullifies all the ill effects of other malefic planets when it is sitting with other malefic planets in the Lagna house. Okay. So Mercury has a strength of nullifying the ill effects of malefic planets. It brings intellectual personality to the native. The native has a flair for medical profession or servitude qualities. The native is an expert in all kinds of art and culture. The native has various types of skills, is independent, has independent thoughts, and is not gullible, is calm, quiet, polite, humble, generous natured native. Okay. So Mercury in first house brings these qualities to the native. These qualities will be altered depending on conjunction of any other planets sitting with Mercury or aspect of any other planet towards the house. Okay.
May I ask 2 questions?
Sure.
Okay, the first question is, Dikbala is directional and it's only one of the 6 of the Shadbalas, correct?
Right.
And the second question is, the Mercury, in one instance earlier when we studied Mercury, we knew Mercury, just like the metal is malleable in the sense, Mercury takes on personas if it is
Yeah.
in junction with stronger guys.
Yes,
So
yes.
how does he nullify the ill effects as well? I'm kind of a little confused. It's
No,
almost
so
like the
this is
pole is
applicable.
so strong.
This is applicable only when Mercury is in Lagna.
Okay,
Otherwise, if Mercury is in any other bhava, that is second, third,
okay,
fourth, fifth, sixth, then Mercury will be what do you say? Will be influenced by the effects of the whether it is a malefic or a benefic planet.
okay,
So this is true only in case of the first house, because first house gives it the maximum directional strength. That is it.
okay, got it.
Yeah. And in Digbala, I mean, in Shadbala also, there are 6 components, and Digbala is one of the positional Sthanabala mein, one of them it is, I think. Anyways,
Yeah,
we will revise Shadbala again. In fact, we haven't completed Shadbala, so we will complete it once we finish all the planets in various bhavas. Right?
okay.
Okay. Anybody has Mercury in the first house?
Yes. Shalini Dwivedi and Sirikiran. Sirikiran.
Okay, but they both aren't there to corroborate. Never mind.
Hmm.
Moving on, Mercury in second house. So the second represents liquid assets, speech, family, food, and nourishment. So जैसे first house खुद के लिए है, second house ये हमारे family के लिए है. Second house is for all that we earn, the liquid assets. So this house indicates inflow of wealth, bank balance, right eye, family, early age of boyhood, speech. Now second house, if you see it's Rishabh and it's Venus. Okay. Self-earned wealth, loss or damage, worldly possessions, jewelry, grandfather and mother, grandparents. So second house represents grandparents. Sixth house represents maternal uncle and aunts. It also denotes family, eyesight, understanding with family members, inheritance, lawsuits, throat, right eye, domestic comforts in general. So everything to do with family and your wealth. It's dhana sthana, right? So dhana is nothing but wealth. So जो भी आप कमाते हो अपने बल पे वो इंडिकेट करता है. नॉट ओनली अपने बल पे, इनहेरिटेंस भी इंडिकेट करता है, क्योंकि केतु सेकेंड हाउस इंडिकेट्स कस्टोडियन ऑफ ग्रेट वेल्थ, right? So therefore, so second house is for family, second house is for grandparents, second house is for your wealth. Okay, and in body parts it is right eye. Okay, and the throat, because speech, आपकी जो वाणी है, speech is determined by the second house. Now second house, if you see in according to Kalapurusha chart, is Vrishabha Rashi, if you go to see that way, and the significator is Venus, or the not significator, the lord of the house is Venus, right? So Venus itself is for what you say, business, jewelry, ornaments, beauty, right? Prosperity, right? Correct. So when Mercury is in second house, what it means to the native, it makes the native pious and a self-made person. So kyunki second house determines wealth and your self-acquired wealth, so Mercury in second house makes you a pious person and a self-made person. The native is also a scholar and learned. The native enjoys all kinds of luxuries because of the second house Venus. They are exceedingly generous. They are sweet in speech. जो मधुर वाणी है, sweet speech, very sweet voice जो है, that can be attributed to Mercury in the second house. They also have love for computer and electronic engineering. Yes. Anybody in the class has Mercury in second house?
Nalini ma'am.
Oh my God. Okay.
And it's all
Fantastic.
apt. I was just thinking when you're saying it's
Oh,
so her. It's absolutely
yes.
so precise for her.
Nalini ma'am, would you like to corroborate?
I totally agree. I cannot even believe it. I'm sitting here thinking, who in the world has Mercury in the second house? This resembles me, but I forgot that I had it.
Wow, fantastic. Indeed, indeed. Very nice. Do you have any other planet along with Mercury?
I have to look.
I'll tell you.
Nikhil ji will tell
One
you.
second, I'm just open.
Yeah.
Just Neptune.
Okay. Okay. So next we move on to Mercury in the third house. Now, जैसे first house is for self, second house is for family, for wealth, for speech. Third house is for your aims, ambition, courage, art and passion, and all the people, your brothers, I mean your siblings, the younger siblings, and all the people that work with you. So अगर first अपने लिए है, second अपने family के लिए है, third जो है वो अपने co-workers या colleagues के लिए है. Remember it that way. It is for your aim and ambition. अभी first house में self है, second house में wealth है, और third house में what drives to gain the wealth, that is aim and ambition, courage, ये सारी चीजें, and communication. So second में speech है, that is a quality of your voice, your speech, and third house is communication, the way you articulate words, that is communication, and that is the third house. And third house, if you see according to Kalpurusha, is Gemini. Correct? It is a house of Mercury itself.
Correct.
तो मर्क्यूरी के जो फीचर्स हैं वो सारे हमें यहाँ दिखेंगे. सो थर्ड हाउस इज भ्रातृस्थान. It denotes younger brothers and sisters and their relations. It signifies courage, intelligence, communication skills, taste for writing, ornaments, clothes, short journeys. So short journeys is third house. Long journeys is ninth house. Okay. Signing contracts and documents, etc. Body parts like arms, right ear, shoulders. Art, culture, passion, and sports. Okay, so all these are represented by the third house. तो मर्क्यूरी जब थर्ड हाउस में होता है या थर्ड भाव में होता है, तो व्हाट डज इट मीन? इट मीन्स दैट द इंडिविजुअल is a writing genius. So writing, being an author, media personality, actor, director, or an anchor. So everything to do with media, all kinds of media, print media ho ya electronic media ho, jo bhi ho. So all kinds of media, they will be extremely good at it. They will be successful business person, क्योंकि मर्क्यूरी जब मिथुन राशि में, yes, मिथुन is business. Mercury is a significator. Then they require some help from others. They are highly communicative. So their best part about their personality is a communication skill, and they possess extraordinary skill in future planning, forethought, and contingency planning. So they are very good planners. They will plan extremely well, and of course, not only planning, they will execute also. So this is Mercury in third house. Anybody has Mercury in third house?
No,
No?
not in the revision batch at least.
Okay. I request everybody to please check their own charts and find where their Mercury is. Okay. Moving on.
Okay, just go up please 1 minute to the third point. Ma'am, could you please go up to the third house 1 second, please? Future planning. Just 1 second. Okay, you can proceed.
Sure. Now coming to Mercury in fourth house. So first house अपने खुद के लिए था, second house अपने family के लिए था या धन के लिए था, third house अपने भ्रातृ या siblings के लिए था, fourth house अपने माँ के लिए है, मातृस्थान. Okay, so fourth house is for your mother. Matru is for your property, immovable property, your home, okay, your vehicles, all of that will be determined by the fourth house. So this house signifies mother, property, conveyance, domestic surroundings, and happiness, and basic education. Kyunki mother is your first guru, so your basic education is also determined by the fourth house. Old age environments, private affairs, public inheritance, false allegations, agricultural land and its produce. And in human body, it represents the breast, chest, heart, lungs, stomach, elbow joints, etc. Okay, so all of these are in. And fourth house, if you see according to Kalpurusha chart, is Karka Rashi, and it's governed by moon, right? So how a native is, Karka Rashi native is, how is a native? They are motherly and they are very good teachers, and they have no enemies. So so on and so forth. So these individuals having Mercury in the 4th house they are highly individualistic. They have entrepreneurial and business acumen. They are good in maths and analytical skill. They come up on their own. They're self-made. So Mercury in 2nd house is also self-made, and Mercury in 4th house is also self-made. They have poetic skills, and they have a lot of love for music. They have magisterial profession, where the natives' orders are etched in golden words. Great. So yeah, anybody having Mercury in 4th house?
No, I don't know. In the revision, no, not in the revision.
My third grandson does. And unbelievably, he became a maestro in the Seattle Youth Symphony Orchestra, and he's not even 16 yet.
Oh, wow.
He has been fond of classical music since 2.5 years old, and he knows every classical musician, and is actually leading several concerts in the Seattle Youth Symphony Orchestra.
Wow.
Damn good.
Unbelievable violin player.
Wow. Is he a conductor?
No, he's a violinist.
Oh,
He
wow.
loves to play the violin, but he just on his own just naturally picks it up. And then when he sits at a keyboard, he also plays the same song on violin in a piano. And he catches anybody that makes slight mistakes in drums or something else, and he just helps them correct them nicely.
Wow.
And he's an aeronautic buff. He knows every aircraft inside out, including all the specific features they have added and what they have corrected. And this kid hasn't even finished high school yet.
Child prodigy, I must say.
I don't know, but Mercury is in his 4th house.
Fantastic.
Is only Mercury or something else is also there with Mercury?
Only Mercury.
Oh. Is your
Good question. Why didn't I even look at it that way?
Sorry?
That was a good question that Sri asked.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm just probably because these affects only with one house, so I'm just learning. That was the question because I just wanted to know.
Yes, right. So moving on, Mercury in the 5th house. Now, 5th house, so 4th house is for Matru, then 5th house is for Putra. Putra is child.
Son.
Yeah. Oh, good
Gayatri
evening.
ma'am has Mercury in the
Gayatri
5th.
ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So,
Ma'am, South
yes,
is Putra or Leo, no? Father, no?
Ninth
no,
is
no.
father, no?
9th house is father. 9th house.
Ninth father.
Pitrusthana is father's house, that is 9th house. 5th house is Putrasthana, that is your child. It could be a boy or a girl. Okay. So 5th house indicates children, creativity and innovative skills. Speculation, intellectual status, and luck are gauged from this house. Luck. Wow. So 159 जो है ये ट्राइन हाउसेस है, राइट? सो फॉर्च्यून जो अपना है, या फिर हम बोलेंगे फॉर्च्यून ओनली, दैट इज डिटरमाइंड बाय 9th हाउस, एंड 5th हाउस डिटरमाइंस योर लक. मतलब आप कितने नसीब वाले हो वो आपके 5वें घर से पता चलेगा. 5वां घर also indicates, so it's children and children like activities, means creativity, speculation, intellectual status. Okay, it also indicates pleasure, love affairs, lady love, legal or illegal, amusements, blah blah. Belly, liver, in medicine, it in medical astrology it represents the belly, liver, spleen, other body parts. Okay, so great. So fifth house में अगर, and fifth house according to Kalpurusha is Leo, right? सिंह राशि, and the सिंह राशि के जो अधिपति हैं वो है सूर्य. So leadership qualities and all the other qualities that are related to Surya will come into play. So when Mercury is in the fifth house, the native is able to think quickly. They have a very good sense of humor. They are family loving people. They are sportive, creative, social, and culturally active. They achieve goal very early on in life, and women will play a major role in their life if the native is a male. Very interesting. Anybody has Mercury in fifth house?
Gayatri, ma'am.
Oh,
Yep,
Gayatri
she has
ma'am.
a very, she thinks very quick.
Yes, and
know.
she also has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, I have that.
Family loving person.
That's true.
Yes.
She's also creative and socially active and culturally
And
very.
if you see, she is a gynecologist also, right? Even though it is written
Yeah.
male, you're a
Mm.
gynecologist, so you treat
Yeah.
women.
Yeah.
Yes. So definitely your patients play a major role in your life, I must say.
I don't know that, but
I mean, professionally,
Pardon, ma'am?
professionally, you are what you are because of all the women patients that you have, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So only she can tell us if she achieved her goals very early in life.
Not so much. Not so much actually.
Meaning you didn't
Do
think
you have
about your
any other
goals, did
planet,
you?
ma'am?
Pardon, ma'am? Ma'am,
Do you
right now my position is I don't have my horoscope in front of me. I am in US and still I am confused. I am not yet settled. But I just wanted to attend the class, so I made it. I have not brought my book, whatever that
No
note I have
wonder
made so
your
far in the
voice is
class.
no wonder your voice is coming very clear क्योंकि आपका network बहुत अच्छा है USA में.
Yeah.
And how
Even
is your
I
daughter?
am able to enjoy the same thing.
How is your daughter?
Daughter is doing well, excited, happy, everything.
Oh, good, very nice.
I said a family person. Yeah.
Where are you in the US?
Denver,
Okay.
Colorado.
How many days would you be there?
Pardon, ma'am?
How many days will you be in the US?
23rd September.
Oh, quite some time. Okay, good. Okay, let's move to the next. Now,
Yeah.
Sixth house, दूस्थाना कौन से हैं?
6, 8, 12.
6, 8, 12, करेक्ट. सो ये हमारा छठा घर जो है, दैट इज द फर्स्ट दूस्थाना जो हमने अभी एनकाउंटर किया है. नाउ सिक्स्थ हाउस इज हाउस फॉर रोग ऋण रिपु, राइट? रोग ऋण रिपु इज diseases, debts and competitors. So this house signifies disease, debts and enemies or competitors in today's world. It also signifies maternal uncle and aunts and relations on the mother's side. Kyunki third house from fourth house is mother's house, right? So it also indicates service, subordinates, and the body parts it determines are the kidney and the large intestine. Okay. So you remember it this way. It's a house that from yourself you move on to protecting others. So the sixth house represents how we move from self protection to protecting others and advancing others. So it's a service wala house, a house that makes you serve others other than yourself. Okay. So when Mercury is in the sixth bhava, it indicates the native possesses high standard of knowledge and wisdom. Kyunki sixth house, okay, this meeting will end in 10 minutes. We will resume using the same link. Okay. Now, Mercury is in the sixth house. Sixth house is its own house, right? मतलब अगर आप कालपुरुषा चार्ट में देखोगे तो कन्या रास आएगा. कन्या रास मर्क्यूरी का रास है, एंड कन्या रास जो है वो मूल त्रिकोणा है मर्क्यूरी के लिए. So Mercury will be at its best if you go to see, means all its powers that way. So a native having Mercury in the sixth will possess high standard of knowledge and wisdom, and hence their behavior can appear eccentric. क्यों? क्योंकि उनके standards ही इतने high हैं कि anything substandard is going to make them cranky, and therefore very less adjusting to the others, and therefore they others will think that oh ye pagal hai, but it's not the case, because they have such high standards that anybody else is unable to match their standard. Will appear they will appear what you say, they will be irritated with such kind of people. So therefore what happens as a result of this, they could have bad interpersonal relation with peers and superiors, because of their very high standards and really the high intelligence and wisdom. They will feel others are fool or dumb as compared to them, and that may be the case. So that's why they could have poor interpersonal relationships, and that could lead to impulsive change in jobs. मतलब satisfaction level कम होने की वजह से they want to get satisfaction, they will keep switching jobs where they find peace, where they find satisfaction, but they don't realize that their standards are so high that maybe getting such a job immediately or sustaining in an environment where they have people who don't match their standards, and then therefore leading to dissatisfaction in the workspace, can lead to this change in jobs, and people find it hard to adjust with such individuals, and therefore it creates intellectual enmity. So if you go to see Mercury का ये खुद का घर होने के बावजूद and it blessing the native with such high standards, उसके downside भी है. The downside of having such high standards is not being able to adjust. So therefore when you're consulting counseling any person, when you're reading their charts, you should always tell them कि भाई तुम में है, तुम्हारे standards बहुत high है, but you have to compromise, or rather you have to let go of some things just for your peace of mind, because ultimately you will lose your peace. Others will not understand you because you have such high standards. They will not even realize that, but you will lose your peace of mind, and therefore you should counsel them ki, take it one notch lower, or try and compromise with your colleagues. That is what counseling you should give them. But these are all the result of Mercury blessing them with excess, zyada. Is this understood?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Anybody has
My
no-
daughter has
I have
My
Mercury in
daughter-
the sixth house.
Oh,
Prajakta
and
ma'am,
anything else?
to Singh, Rupa Abhishek, and Sridevi ma'am. 4 of them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
wow.
have
Prajakta, Ritu
Jupiter
Singh,
also
Rupa
with Mercury.
Abhishek, and Sridevi ma'am.
Nikhilji, I also have Mercury in the sixth house.
Fantastic.
When I send you this Excel sheet, now just update it.
So क्या है आपके मतलब is it only Mercury, or these people have other planets as well?
I have Ketu, ma'am.
Sridevi
I
I
have
have
ma'am has
Mercury and
Jupiter as
Ketu.
well.
And a combust Jupiter.
Oh,
I have Mercury, Sun, and Venus. Ma'am.
oh, fantastic. Okay.
Shalini ma'am has Saturn as well. Saturn, yeah, Excel, sorry. Sridevi ma'am has got Mercury, Jupiter in the 6th. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And
Yeah.
okay.
I also have multiple planets, no, Nikhilji?
Yeah.
She has 3.
And
Who
in your-
Prajakta ma'am?
okay.
Prajakta
And
ma'am has 3 planets in the 6th. No, 4.
yeah,
Sun,
yeah, yeah.
Mercury,
Mean Rashi है ना
Venus,
उसका, sixth.
and Ketu. 4 planets in the 6th house.
मीन राशि में है वो, sixth उसका, right? So and how many of y'all Mercury sitting in its own house?
No, mine is in Saturn. It's in Kumbha.
Okay,
Mine is in Scorpio.
okay.
Mine is in Kumbha. Aquarius.
Mine is in Danu.
So there is a
Mine
concept.
is in sixth house, madam.
Yeah, sixth house, but which Rashi? That is which zodiac? Whether it is Kanya or Mithun?
Kanya.
Oh, fantastic. Own house. Okay. That will make a difference. See, there is a concept called as Viparit Raja Yoga. Okay. Viparit Raja concept ऐसा है कि 6th, 8th and 12th हाउस के जो अधिपति हैं, ओके, वो अगर 6th, 8th या 12th हाउस में रिजाइड करते हैं, मींस 6th in 6th और 6th in 8th और 6th in 12th और 8th in 6th, 8th in 8th, 8th in 12th और 12th in 6th, 12th in 8th, 12th in 12th. So अगर अधिपति जो है वो खुद के घर में रिजाइड कर रहे हैं, मतलब 6th हाउस के अधिपति 6th हाउस में ही रिजाइड कर रहे हैं, तो उसको वो विपरीत राजयोग होता है. That means minus into minus is plus.
Plus.
It will negate the negative effects. So it is important to know whether the adipati of 6th, 8th and 12th are residing in whether 6th, 8th and 12th. That is what. मतलब दूस्थाना के अधिपति अगर दूस्थाना में ही रिजाइड कर रहे हैं तो वो विपरीत राजयोग होता है and that nullifies the negative effects.
Oh, that's very good to know.
Yeah.
Means the 12th can reside in 6th, 8th or 12th, or only in the 12th should in the 12th house, Adipatis.
Or 12th, 6th, 8th or 12th, any.
Like Mercury, its own house is Virgo, Kanya,
Mithuna or
and
Kanya, right.
and Kanya and Mithuna. So it can be on Mithuna or Kanya or the
Kanya
8th
only.
or 12th.
No. See, I am talking about 6th house ke adipati. Now, if the 6th house in your case is Kumbha, the Lord is Shanishwar.
Yes.
Where is Shanishwar residing?
Saturn.
That you must see. If Shanishwar is sitting in the 12th house, then it is a Viparit Rajyog. You understood? Or 8th house. Adipati
Or
of
6th house.
the house. That is, if 6th house is falling in Kumbh Rashi, उसके अधिपति कौन हो गए? शनीश्वर हो गए.
Saturn.
फिर शनीश्वर जो है, अगर वो
8th or 10th में है.
12th में reside कर रहे हैं,
6th, 8th
then
or
it is
12th.
Viparit Rajyog. Yes.
6th or 12th. Okay.
Understood. Now, in case of
okay,
Ritu or I think Rashmi ji, in case of one of them, कन्या रास ही 6th रास है, तो कन्या रास का क्या हो गया ओनर? Mercury. So Mercury is residing. Mercury is the adipati of 6th house in that case, and
Yes.
therefore it is a Viparit Rajyog for her. You're getting
So
my
every
point?
time it will change. Every time it will change.
Of course, depending on which Rashi the house falls in.
Okay, understood.
Is this
Now I
concept
understand.
clear? हाँ. Now, for example, मेरे चार्ट में अगर देखोगे तो 6th house falls in Leo, Simha Rashi. Okay, that is owner is Sun, and 8th house falls in Tuda Rashi. That is owner is Venus. Now,
Venus.
Sun and Venus both are residing in Tuda Rashi. मतलब 6th का अधिपति and 8th का अधिपति are sitting together in 8th house. So it is a Viparit Rajyog for me.
Wow.
What does
So,
Viparit Rajyog
nullified.
do for you?
Yes. Sorry.
Ma'am,
What does Viparit
Tuла
Rajyog
Rashi
do?
में sun is debilitated, no?
Yes.
That
yes.
that cannot be considered.
No, it will be considered. It will be considered.
No, the sun is not debilitated then.
Sun is debilitated. No. That will not nullify the debilitation effect. Sun will be debilitated. Sun will be debilitated. And therefore, the intensity, see, debilitation or exaltation will attribute to the Shadbala. That is the strength of the planet. That is different. I'm talking about the quality. That is how malefic it can be or benefic it can be.